Hello everybody, my name is Ruchira and I am the designer behind FunLurn. If you're interested to know what are all the Cricut blades and what do they do, you're in the right place. Okay, so let me first check on Instagram. If you're watching on Instagram, just say hi. Let me know if you're able to hear me well. If you're watching me on YouTube, still let me know you're there and let me hear you and let me know where you're joining from and we'll get started. I see there are people joining in. Welcome, welcome here. Okay, so today we're going to talk about all the Cricut blades. So I'm going to start with Joy. Okay, and let's see over here. Hi. Okay, over here I'm going to talk about the Joy blades. Okay, so this is the place where we're going to talk about. Okay, Joy. The Cricut Joy comes with one pen, which is this. Oh, please be visible. Please be visible. Sorry. I really hoped this would go fine, but it is not showing well. Okay, now it's there. Here is the again, why? Okay, I'll just start with the other things and let's see if it shows you. Okay, so this is the Cricut Joy fine point blade. Okay, it goes like Cricut Joy has a single clamp. Okay, so in that single clamp over here you can add this fine point blade. Okay, or there's an option to have a foiling tool. Now I haven't had much success with this foiling tool. It's very thin and the results are very feeble, I would say, but it can be used for scoring if you like, because Cricut Joy does not come with a scoring tool. Okay, but there's a pen and there are other pen options too. So there are some fine pens along with watercolor markers and some gel pens and some opaque markers that you can use with your Joy machine. Okay, so Cricut Joy comes with this fine point blade already installed, and there's one pen that is included in the box, and this is the tip that you can purchase separately. So these are all the Cricut Joy tools. I'm just going to keep this back and keep this right over here. Okay, and I'll just move this a bit above so that you're able to see more of it. Oh my goodness, I really wanted to focus, and if it does not, I'll have to start over. So I apologize for the inconvenience. Next, I'm going to draw explore tools. Okay, so this is this big circle. Okay, and there are the explore tools, and let's check what all blades we have with Cricut Explore. So the Cricut Explore comes with this fine point blade. It can be a silver housing or it can be gold housing. They're both the same. Okay, they're premium fine point blades and they can be used with your Explore machine. They are used to cut all the basic materials, the thin ones as well as some thick ones, but not too thick. Okay, this is what already comes with your machine. Next, you have a deep point blade. Okay, this is the deep point blade. If I show it to you, okay, you see this blade? This blade has a tip that is, if you're able to see, let me just choose another sheet of paper. Okay, and let me show you. Are you able to see it? Oh god, this is going to be horrible. Oh, here. Okay, so this is a 45-degree tip. Okay, and this is used to cut regular materials. And this one, if you see, this is the deep point blade. It is a 60-degree angle tip. So it is used to cut deeper, like thicker materials, because it's the deep point blade. Also, if you compare the two housings, you will see that the deep point blade is smaller in length as compared to the fine point blade. and that is because we need some clearance for the thicker material. Okay, so imagine if your material is running under the blade, and the blade is not high enough, it will not be able to cut it. So here your deep point blade helps you because it can cut thicker material. Okay, so this is the deep point blade. Then you have the foiling tool. This is the foiling tool. It can be purchased separately, and other than the fine point blade, no other blade comes along with Cricut Explore. Okay, and this blade, this tool, the foil transfer tool, it comes with 3 tips. So this is the one which has got 3 lines on it, and it is the thicker tip, the bold tip, and there is also one medium point blade and one fine point blade, not blade, sorry, the tips. Okay, and I'll just get up and show them to you if I can find them right away. Okay, so I keep them attached to this magnet, and this is the bold tip, and there are 2 other tips which are the fine tip with a single band, okay, single band and 2 bands. Okay, so this is the medium tip, and then over here we have the bold tip. Okay, so these are the 3 tips that come along with the foil tool, and in this foiling tool I have had the best results with the bold tip, because then the results are quite pronounced. And if you want to see this in action, I have a video done previously which shows you how to work with the the foiling tool using your Explore machine or your Maker machine. So we'll come to the Maker machine. Let's cover the Explore machine first. Okay, then we have this fabric blade. This comes in the pink housing, and it is also a 45-degree angled blade, and it also has the same purpose as the fine point blade. So the reason why we have it in a pink housing is that just like we have separate scissors for paper and cloth, you do not want to use this blade along with any paper projects that you're doing, because then it will become dull. So it's pink just to know that this is a dedicated fabric blade. Okay, but this is not just any fabric blade, because it cannot cut through simple plain fabric. It needs to have a bonded backing. What is meant by a bonded backing? A regular fabric cloth is flimsy. Okay, so if my blade will try to cut on it, it will snag and drag. Okay, even if it is stuck on the mat, it will still have a snag. So to reduce that, what we do is we bond the cloth along with a bonding sheet. Okay, so there are heat bonds available if you know what is there in your collar, to thicken up the fabric. So that kind of a bonding is added to the fabric in order for us to use fabric blade on the bonded fabric. If you do not have that, and if it's a simple plain project wherein you're going to cover something with the fabric, like maybe a journal cover, then you can try adding fabric glue on the cloth and then adding simple sheet of paper to the backing. Okay, that will also work if you're trying to cut with the fabric blade. Okay, so these are the blades that are available with the Explore, and there's also this scoring stylus that can be used with the Explore machine, because it does not have a scoring stylus. Sorry, it does not have a scoring wheel in case of the Explore machines. Now, Maker machines have an added advantage, because the Maker machine has a clamp B with an adaptive tool system. So if I show you over here, you see this, the clamp B over here in the Maker machines, they have gears, so that you can use an entire set of adaptive tools along with your Maker machine. So I'll just draw a bigger circle over here. Okay, and these will be the Maker tools. Now, Maker can use all of the Explore series tools. Also, Venture can also use all of the Explore series tools. Okay, but Venture cannot use the Maker series tools, because Cricut Venture does not have a adaptive tool system, which is the geared clamp B. Okay, but it can use all of the Explore series tools in it. Venture. Okay, let's talk about Maker right now. the Cricut Maker comes with just the fine point blade, but you can also purchase this, which is a rotary blade. Okay, these are all numbered differently. This is a rotary blade and it has its own housing. That means this housing cannot be interchanged with any of the other housings. This tool, along with the knife blade, which is this one, these both have their own independent housing. Okay, so these housings cannot be interchanged even with each other. So if you need to have another knife blade, there are replacement kits that you can get, and then you can get your knife blade replaced, right? And this blade can be used to cut chipboard and other thickened material. Okay, even basswood, people have had success with cutting basswood and balsa wood, which is a very soft kind of wood. So that is what your maker can cut with the knife blade. So dedicated housing for knife blade and dedicated housing for rotary blade. Both these blades need to get calibrated when you want to use them with your maker machine. Now, there is this adaptive tool system wherein there is this drive housing that can be used with multiple tips. Okay, you see, I just used the plunger, I pushed the plunger and this entire tip came out. Okay, it cannot go in any other way. If you want to insert it like this, it will not go. It's just one way it goes in, and it's pretty sturdy, and it's a wonderful adaptive system. Okay, so this is the engraving tip. Its number is 4141 and it is used for engraving. If you want to see it in action, I have done multiple engraving projects and I have done one live showing how to do engraving. You can go in this playlist and you can find it if you're watching it on YouTube. If you're watching it on Instagram, you can hop onto my YouTube channel, because there everything you'll be able to see it in a landscape format. Okay, so it's youtube.com/funlearn, FUNLURN. Okay, so this is the engraving tip, and I can just swap it out and keep this engraving tip here and use the debossing tip. Okay, so this is the debossing tip. Its number is 21. So I just need to push this plunger like this, and I'll just take it out first and then show you. There's just one way for it to go in, like that, and that's the number 21 debossing tip. And debossing tip has a blunt, smooth, round, and small protrusion that can be used for a beautiful debossing effect. And I have done a sample debossing video. You can find it in the playlist, and that explains how to use the debossing tip along with the Cricut Maker machine. Okay, so this is the number 21 debossing tip. So we've done engraving tip, debossing tip. Then there is a scoring wheel. Okay, I think I have a dedicated housing for that one. This is the 01 scoring wheel. It is used to do scoring, and it does very precise score lines that can help you get very crisp folds. Okay, you can also use the scoring stylus along with your maker machine, but the results that I get with the scoring wheel are way better than what I get with the scoring stylus. Now the scoring stylus though gets not that good crisp score lines, it still is very efficient when you want to use it on a project where you have multiple swaps. And what do I mean by that is it goes in clamp A. Okay, so if I have a project in which I have to score and cut multiple times, then I have to swap between the scoring wheel and the cutting blade. And if I'm just using this scoring stylus, then I can use this in clamp A and use the blade in clamp B, and they both can work efficiently without me having to swap the tools out. Okay, so this is the single scoring wheel, and similarly we have a double scoring wheel. It is right over here. Okay, and it's number 2, and it helps you to score thicker sheets. Okay, so if you have a Cricut craft board, or if you have like cardboard, those can be folded with the double scoring wheel, because single scoring will not give you that ease of folding. Okay, so this is the double scoring wheel, and I'll keep this tip right over here. Then I have something which is called the perforation blade. Okay, so I'll just remove this cap right over here, and then I can use the same housing. Okay, this is the adaptive tool system, so I'll just insert it and pop it out. You see this? This is number 11, and it is the perforation blade. It is used to create perforated lines, great for making coupons, and sometimes even for scoring, for material that is difficult to get crisp score lines. You can use this one to get score lines as well. Okay, so I'm just going to keep it back. It's very sharp, so it's always recommended to keep it in its casing. I'll just keep it back, put the cover back on, and put it right over here. Next we have the wavy blade. Okay, wavy blade helps you get, just like you have specific rotary cutters with a wavy blade, similarly you have this one. Okay, it has a wavy blade that can help you get a wavy edge to your projects. So it's great for stickers or creating something that has a scroll effect. So this is number 31. Okay, and this is the wavy blade that can also go in the clamp B of your Cricut maker machine. So these are all the blades that you can use with your Cricut maker machine. All these tips, okay, the scoring tools, the scoring wheels, number 1 and 2 with the single and the double scoring wheel, the engraving tip, the debossing tip, the perforation blade, the wavy blade, all these can be used with the same housing. Okay, so you don't need to purchase multiple housings, whereas I do have some, but the same drive housing adaptive tool system can be used with the tips. Okay, other than the rotary blade and the knife blade, they have their own housing. Okay, so here I have covered all the Cricut Joy tools as well as Cricut Explore and Maker tools. Okay, there's also this pen that can go in any of the machines, including Explore, Maker, as well as the Venture machine. Similar to Cricut Joy Extra also can use all these three tools, which is the fine point blade, the foiling tool, as well as the Cricut pen that comes along with the Cricut Joy Extra machine. And the Cricut Venture Premium blade is exceptional because it has to work at high speeds. It is not currently available in many countries, including India, so we don't have it. But that blade is like not similar to this one. So if you think you can swap it out, you will not get like that blade. This blade would break in Cricut Venture. Okay, so for if you have a Venture machine, get the Cricut Venture blade because that will only work with your Venture machine. There's also another blade that goes in the A clamp for Venture, and that is to cut the material after your entire cutting is done. Then it goes along the path of the sheet of the material, and then it cuts it so that the entire material sheet is cut off. That's an auto blade, I think. So here we have covered all the blades. If you have any doubts regarding any tools, I'll be happy to answer them. I'll just check if anybody has any doubts, and if you have none, then it's wonderful. If you're interested to get any of these tools, they are all available on Cricut's own website as well as on Amazon. So I will link them down in the description if you're interested. I have covered many of them in previous videos. If you think you're interested in any other tutorials, just let me know and I'll make those videos for you. You have a wonderful crafty day ahead. Bye.